And how exciting is this? David Walliams' new kids book, Super Sleuth, is out now. Plus, listen to this, an audience with David Walliams and the David Walliams Book Show, the 5th of October. Head to tegdainty.com. I'll get that right. Tegdainty.
tegdainty.com. My goodness, he can't even read.
Wasn't Josiah's fault. I do want to smash him. There was a spelling mistake. Someone's getting fired on there.
We know it's Teg Dainty. It's at the plenary, and we cannot wait.
If you don't get it right, I'll have to spank your boss.
That's all right. I like a spanking.
That.
Yeah,
I won't enjoy it, but I'll do it.
That's all right.
Get all the words wrong.
I'm already smiling.
And what people don't realise also, David, you just come fresh from our Millionaires lounge.
Yes, I have. I heard how the game works.
Yeah.
The chances of people getting those two numbers is slim. Has anyone worked out what the odds are?
Yeah, I crunched the numbers the other day. It's pretty so it's 1 in 100 to get 1.
Yes, and then what is it to get 2?
I believe it was something like. Do you want me to say it? It's about 1 in 4,900, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad, but
it's actually not bad for $1 million.
If you get one of the cards, you get 50K.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So yesterday.
So what do you get for just being on the show and wearing the robe?
Yeah.
That's a 50.
You're the first one to wear it.
You're the first one to go into the lounge as a millionaire already. You sort of wrecked it.
Well,
Fee was in there.
Multi-millionaire, but yeah, thank you. Thank you for your contribution.
But I love too that we've got a theme here, because when we spoke to you a few months ago, the year's gone so quickly, we had you on Zoom in your pajamas.
And now look at me
this is
in
a
a
theme.
dressing gown.
Yeah.
Don't I look wonderful?
You look great.
It's actually a very luxurious dressing gown.
You look good.
And befits a millionaire.
It
So
does.
how long does the competition last?
For a week.
Whose money is it?
Not ours.
And what if no one wins?
We get it.
Oh,
I hope so, yeah.
sounds fair enough.
No, we don't. But the lady yesterday, she one of her numbers that she was going to pick, she was between 4 and 5, so she went 45. The 4 had the 50 behind it, so if she just went with the 4, she would have won 50. But
Well,
she-
I think you should have given her the money anyway.
No, about 6 months ago, we had a woman pick 19. She's like, it's my daughter's birthday, my friend's birthday, my favourite number. The night before,
She had a
has
dream.
a dream. Oh, I'll go 47. The $1 million was in 19.
Wow.
She's flat.
You like telling the stories of the people who haven't won.
No, and we give
it's
them
more
counselling.
Memorable.
David, we also give them counselling.
Really?
They actually, yes, they get a
What about
counselling
you?
service.
Do you get counselling as
We-
well?
we-
No.
no.
Oh, our boss tried to
Funny,
give us
man.
counselling, and I said, you're the one that needs it.
My
So we didn't have
goodness
to have
Do you know
it.
what our boss does, actually, David? You might appreciate this, maybe not. But when we're a bit flat or need some, she thinks, I think
Gives you a line of cocaine.
No, do you,
Well, that'd get us up and about, wouldn't it?
no, she dresses up in costumes.
She's coming here dressed well with great ideas.
She comes in dressed up in a costume
Yes.
to try to get us up and about.
Wow, that must work.
As a half of one of the greatest comedic duos of all time, how
Yes.
would you feel if your boss just turned up dressed as a bumblebee? Would that be funny to you?
Well, to my mind, that's enforced fun.
Yes,
And
the worst
enforced
time.
fun isn't fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on, let's have fun. You think, no, I can't have
Yeah.
any fun now.
Yeah, she's mad for that.
I love that you're in Melbourne, and I didn't realise this, that Melbourne, it does mean a lot to you because it is the second place, other than obviously back home, that your career launched. Is that right? When you came here with Little Britain?
Yeah, bit of a push.
Is it?
No, what
I
happened was
literally just read that in the Herald Sun.
Well, okay, let me explain. So when we did our Little Britain live tour, Melbourne is the first place that we played, and Barry Humphries came to our very
I
first
reckon that's
show.
what you said.
There we go.
And then the next day, he took us out for lunch at the Flower Drum Chinese restaurant. So
Ooh.
I
it'll
was there
always be
last Friday.
special because we hadn't played outside of the UK and
Right.
Ireland, so we didn't know we had a
An
international
audience.
audience. And then also it went so well, and because Australian audiences are really up for it. And, just somehow it felt like that, even though the show's called Little Britain, it felt like Australia was the spiritual
Global.
home. Yeah.
Did you have the crab at the Flower Drum? It's good, isn't it? In the
Very
shell?
nice.
Oh, God, I had it last Friday.
I
So
did.
good.
But I'm not here to promote a Chinese restaurant.
Well, you brought it up.
As much as I enjoy it.
It's a bloody good one.
Hey, now, Dave, you're doing obviously some children's books, and I just saw Bluey out over in America, 35 billion streams. You going to turn any of your kids' books into TV shows or movies? Any thoughts?
Well,
on
some have been television adaptations on the BBC. There have been stage adaptations. There are some movies in the works and also cartoon series in the works.
There you
But don't
go.
compare it to Bluey. I'm sure it's going to be that big or Peppa Pig or something like that.
Well, who would have thought Bluey was going to be big before they released it?
Well, no
It's
one
3
really
dogs. Yeah,
knows.
there you go.
No
You
one
just
really
don't know.
knows, do they?
You
Can
don't.
I want to ask you, because as a
Yes.
fan of Little Britain
Thank you.
from its inception,
Thank you.
and I know you get asked about this a lot, but I asked Nick's a comedian, and I asked this a lot.
Really?
He does
Not
warm
as
up.
big as you. Yeah,
But
unfortunately.
A
I am
comedian.
very,
Yeah.
I'm not, but I am a. I love
Big
comedy,
word, isn't it? Big word, comedian.
Yeah,
But
there's a spectrum.
we
You're somewhere on that spectrum. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
his books
Carry
are turned
on.
into cartoons.
Carry
I've got a
on.
stand-up special on YouTube.
Carry
We've all
on.
done stuff.
I, as somebody who loves and appreciates great comedy, I get very frustrated by things
By
being
working with
cancelled.
comedians who aren't
Yeah.
very good.
Oh, that's Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
It's
it is
brutal.
frustrating. I understand.
Will it
That's
change?
brutal.
Like I feel
actually very
like
This couldn't have turned out worse for me.
will
This is
will this?
flattening.
Do you see on the landscape and looking into the future? This is just a blip on the radar. Little Britain will be back streamed on all platforms, like we can access it.
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Your
I
friend's
think
getting bashed and you continue with the question.
I
Most
try to come.
people.
I try to stick up for you.
Most people, I think, just see comedy for what it is, which is
Yes.
playfulness, and they don't take it too seriously. That's the whole idea about comedy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the thing is,
Treating me like an equal.
I haven't
Finally.
seen-
This has turned around pretty quick.
I haven't seen your act,
Yeah.
but I probably never will. But
Not a
what I
fan
say
of
is,
Conan O'Brien.
not
or-
everything you say
Just
isn't
for laughs.
necessarily your point of view, is it?
No.
And if you look at
You're
someone
being
like
silly.
Jimmy Carr, you're
Yeah.
playing with ideas. And I think
And
sometimes
you're saying stuff but people don't get to say in their workplace.
Yeah, that's
so
how-
people go and see you to hear that stuff.
releasing tension,
Yeah.
isn't it, about things? Anyway, so I think some people are taking comedy very literally, and they have no sense of humor, and they're the ones who want to be in charge of comedy, and it just can't happen otherwise. It's just that we're going to live in a comedy-free world, and no one wants that.
Absolutely.
I've been watching a few of your interviews. You've been doing the rounds, and Little Britain 2 coming back.
Well, we're making a show together, but it's not Little Britain; it's something else.
It's going to have
But
something else in it. It's going to have that in it, though, isn't it?
well, I
You're
don't
going to
know.
incorporate a bit of Little Britain in there,
We're going to
along with other
sense of
things.
humour. Well, there's
gonna
some
put
Little
a-
Britain characters in the show.
Yeah, there
in
you
my
go.
show.
That's what I meant. I'm not smart enough to.
Oh,
I'm not a smart. I'm not
what
the smart
I'd
one.
say is properly read the notes. You
No,
know,
no,
or
this
you've
wasn't the
seen
notes.
some headlines.
This was on
Yeah.
Instagram. I watched you on another
Yeah.
show,
Did
and you
you?
were talking about it. I've watched all your interviews on other shows.
Did you?
All other breakfast
Do you find
shows.
them
very
erotic?
You were on
professional.
Carrie and Tommy yesterday, and you had a little
Yeah.
bit of a go at Tommy, and then you had another go at another thing. I was just watching it going, geez, what am I up for? Do I even speak to this guy because he sounds really smart, and I'm not smart enough to go back? So I just thought I'd just be really
No,
nice.
but you just keep talking in the hope that something interesting comes
No,
out.
but I was just trying to pump up your stuff.
Well,
you
you're
know?
very kind. You're very
Yes.
kind. But yeah, the in the live show I'm doing an audience with, there Carol Beer, the computer says no character, she comes out at the start, and then Lou from the Lou and Andy, if you've seen it, sort of. You've just gone glazed over there. Have you ever seen it? Any
I've
idea
never
why?
watched it. I don't like
You've never
comedy.
watched it?
He's
I'm
not a big
I'm
comedy
not a comedy
fan.
I'm not
No.
a comedy-
He's
No,
a-
well, you need to be quite intelligent to appreciate
Is
comedy.
it AFL superstar?
I
play
know
sport.
that. I was
Yeah.
told.
I play
I
sport.
was told. And that wasn't
Yeah.
the only thing I was told.
Please elaborate.
Please elaborate, David.
Do you know what, David? Because we've interviewed you a few times on the phone or on
Yes.
Zoom, and I am just gonna confess this to you. I'm sitting here because I know one of the most frustrating things for you must be people coming out with all your catchphrases.
No, I like
but
it.
No, I literally have to stop myself because
Well,
all I
do
want to
it.
do, like those devilish fantasies. I've been sitting here the whole time just
Oh,
wanting
even worse,
to
you got
say.
English for a second.
What
Well-
fantasies has she got?
Well,
when
no, I
she
just
does
wanted
something?
to
That's
say-
the question.
Computer says no.
Oh, jeez.
God, it was uncanny, wasn't it? It was
know,
exactly
Bitty,
like the real one.
Bitty.
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 Yeah.
See, there we go. I got it out
You've
of
no
my
idea what we're
system.
talking
No.
about, you know.
Well, you've
No.
taken
It's
the
funny,
fire
though.
off, haven't I? Which is
Yeah.
nice.
It's
Nice
funny,
of you
though.
to finally put your hand up and take
Yeah,
a few
but
bullets.
I'm a fan. So
Yeah, I know.
When you get a guest in, you want them to smile and laugh, and she made you smile and laugh.
Oh, she's
So-
lovely. She's a very
Yeah.
attractive lady.
Well, there you go.
Thank you, David.
She's a bit bitty.
You don't
Well,
know
you
what
see, you
bitty
do
is?
know what it
No, he
is.
doesn't.
No, I don't. I just
You
copied
don't
what
know
she
what it
just
is.
said.
Do you know
Do
what
you
it
want,
is?
Do you want bitty?
Well, depends what it is.
Well, it's basically
that's
the
busy.
sketch was about a man who's still his mum still breastfeeds him.
Oh, we had a phone call. Oh my God. I do know this because we had a caller come in and say, what was it? Confessions or I think it was Cash Professional where you ring up and you tell us something that you've seen, or I think that was the segment, and they were getting married. And the bride walked into the church, walked into a room, and the groom was on his mum's titty, getting breastfed before the wedding.
How old was he?
And they were getting married. They were old.
So 20s or something.
Yeah, like 20s. Yeah. And then people were comparing it to Little Britain.
Yes.
And then I saw you around the table, and I've seen
But
that.
it wasn't a joke. It was he was actually breastfeeding.
Yeah, getting breastfed. Yeah, it went viral on our socials. So
Welcome to
go.
Australia.
Yeah.
Can say that.
Yeah.
Well,
So there
David
you go. I've
Walliams,
watched
we
a bit of
cannot
the
wait
show.
to see you. Tickets.
Yes,
Go and read
get
the
it
sheet.
back to this.
Tag
Okay, see if you can
dainty.
say it properly this time.
Shall I read the sheet or do what I know what's right? Which one?
Read the sheet.
Okay, tegdainty.com.
Read the sheet as you take a sheet.
Tegdainty.com. You can check him out. David Walliams and the David Walliams Book Show, the 5th of October.
T-E-G dainty.
T-E-G.
dainty.
When is it?
Dainty.
October.
5th of October.
The 5th of
That's
October, there's
early.
a show in the day for kids. Has anyone got children?
Yeah,
we
do.
all have.
How old are
Four.
your children?
5 or 6 next week and 3.
Oh, well, 6-year-old might like
Yeah.
it. 3-year-old might get it. Have you got children?
Yeah, I've got
You
20.
got many children,
Yeah,
haven't you?
I've got all girls.
Scattered.
24, 18, not scattered. To the one lady. Scattered in age.
These are
24,
these are the ones
18,
that you admit to.
14, and I take
But
offence to that.
Even
Dave.
I had a
And
even I had a
5-year-old.
paternity test just to check.
No, there's not. But yeah, 5,
Why is he
14.
looking guilty? Well, you're very welcome to bring your kids. Probably
Yes.
the teenagers would like the show in the evening.
Yeah, I've got 2 adult kids as well, so they can
Really?
come to
How old are you?
That means I look young. Thank you, Dave.
How old are you?
No, I am. I'm 43.
Took a while to say, didn't it?
Yeah.
To remember.
Yeah,
Well, and
43.
how old are your oldest children?
24 and 18,
My goodness.
and the
me.
next one's 14,
So
almost 15.
virile, wasn't he, when he was young?
Well,
Wow.
mate, I was
Got a 5-year-old.
a beautiful looking man that was ripped up and chiseled, and they just queued up, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
who wants them? Who wants the swimmers? There you go.
Lovely story, isn't it?
It's a bit bitty, is it?
David
Hard
Walliams.
to. It's when looking at him now, it's hard to imagine.
Are you joking?
Come on, let's see it. Oh my god!
He just took his tooth
Oh
out.
my god!
I used to be ripped
Show
up.
the hole in your
Oh
back.
Jesus! Oh.
He's got an actual hole in his back. He's got a hole in his back.
Hey, don't.
There's someone for everybody, isn't there?
Why is that table just risen
He's like
up?
a young Carl
Put that table-
Sandilands. All
Your
the
mate.
tables going
Your
on. Can
mate.
you please say just
Hang on.
from start to finish?
Listen, here we go.
T-E-G dainty.
David Walliams' new kids book, Super Sleuth, is out now, plus an audience with David Walliams and the David Walliams Book Show, 5th of October at the Plenary. MCEC. Tickets at tegdainty.com. Thank you so much
That's
for coming
such a
in.
shame. I was looking forward to spanking you.
Still waiting, mate.
The $5 million flying